Hi, my name is Robin, and welcome to Yoga to You. My goal is to share a yoga practice with you that meets you right where you're at. In today's session, we will be doing some poses that will help with some back pain. So if you were standing in a long line, sitting on an airplane, riding in a car, perhaps doing some yard work, and you feel stiff, this would be a good practice. So I will meet you on your mat. Make your way to a yoga mat or a place on the floor where you have a little bit of space to move. We will start in a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Cross-legged, if that doesn't work for you, extend the legs somewhere where you have space to move, and we're going to round the back. These are seated cow and cats. Starting with a rock to the back of the tailbone. Let your shoulders round forward. Drop your chin toward your chest. We're going to reverse that. So you rock to the front of the sit bones as you lift your chest. Gaze up, lifting the chin. We'll do it a couple more times. Round, stretch. You could hold on to your knees, your shins, maybe the outside of the thighs. Rock forward, come up to a seated cow. And then one more. As you press back, let go of all of the air. As you inhale, lift the chest. Now we're going to change our movements, and we're going to come into a tabletop pose. A way we can change our cow and cats a little bit. So come to standing on hands and knees. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can bring your mat underneath the knees, fold it, give your knees some cushion. You want your knees to be comfortable as we work through these poses. Whatever's good for the knees, flatten the palms on the mat. Now, if this hurts the wrist, you could make a fist for a wrist, put the knuckles on the ground, and do this movement. Hopefully that's less pain in the wrist. All right, cow pose, shoulders back, chin up. And for cat, press your hands into the ground, round the back, maybe shake out the head a little bit. Inhale, lift the chest. And one more round into cat. Now we're going to come to neutral. So neutral means that we're not in this cow shape where there's a big arch in the back, but that we've drawn the ribs and the belly in to support the back. We're going to get some crossbody balance here. We can call this crossbody balance. I also know it as a bird dog. You might have heard it as something else. So you're going to send one leg out behind you. And then notice if you lift the leg a lot, that hip is going to lift and your low back is going to arch, and that can pinch the back. So as you lift the leg, getting neutral-ish, ribs in, opposite arm goes forward. Now our activating muscle is going to be the glute and the back of the leg. Thumb up toward the ceiling is a little easier on shoulders. As you exhale, release. Plant your hand in your knee. Let's do the other side. Opposite leg lifts as you can, pointing toes toward the ground. Reach the opposite hand forward. Relaxing shoulders away from ears. Exhale. And again, with hands on the ground, if this is painful, make fist for wrist. We're going to do it one more time on each side. So I've got left leg going back, right arm going forward, and release. We'll do one more. We've got right leg going back and left arm going forward. And release. We're going to stretch that for a moment in a child's pose. So a couple things on your child's pose. If your back is really tender, you can keep the knees closer together. As you fold forward, that's going to be some more comfort for the back. And as you round forward, if it feels like you can't breathe, let the elbows bend and your forearms come to the mat. This could be your child's pose. If it feels okay in the back, you can take the knees wider apart. And then belly and chest come toward the ground. But same thing. If it feels like you can't breathe, forearms to the mat. If it feels okay, chest can come down toward the floor. So whichever one you're in, we're going to rest here and focus our breath all along the spine. Imagine you could use the inside of the body as it expands with breath to create a gentle stretch. And when you exhale out the air, relax. Staying in this child's pose, a breath in and a breath out. Walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to get off of the knees and come into a more seated position here. We need some movement for the hips. So we're going to do a figure 4. But first we want some movement. So bring hands behind you. Let the knees move side to side. We're looking for movement for the hips that doesn't cause any pain. And we're not forcing the body. Like yoga isn't about forcing yourself into any particular shape, any picture you might have seen on the front of a magazine. Like let yoga meet you right where you're at. Figure 4 is where we're headed. From here, legs extend. You're going to bend your right knee. Place your left ankle or your right ankle somewhere on that left leg. Depending on what's tight, it could be on your shin. You could support your torso with hands on the mat, and you could hold. Or slide your ankle above the knee. And maybe it feels okay to let this leg come toward the ground. It might be that the knee is up, and you could have hands on the knee for support. Another option, if this feels okay, is you're going to bring left foot to the floor. Now, one thing to just notice, if the legs are out and you want to bend the knee, and that causes you to round and hunch, extend the foot and bring your hands to the mat to create neutral spine or just more length in your torso. Now, one thing I like to do is rock a little bit side to side. That just helps me find a good stretch. Sometimes one spot feels a little better than the other. I'll take a breath in. And we'll release. We'll do the other side. So switching the legs. So this time right leg is long. Bend the left knee. Left ankle comes onto that right knee. And same thing, it might be on your shin. You might bring it up above the knee. You might bring right foot to the mat. And you could hold the legs or you could bring arms by your side. Just notice if you sink in and all of a sudden you've got like this really big shoulder earrings. Create some space for your neck. Let your head reach for the ceiling so that you have some openness here in the neck as you do your figure 4. Notice the breath. Breathe in and let it go. All right, release the legs. We're going to come into a bridge pose. And from here, we're going to lay on our back with our knees bent. So knees are bent. Roll onto your back. Relax your head on the floor. You bring your arms by your side and turn your palms up toward the ceiling. Taking your shoulder blades, you just bring them underneath you. Keep your chin away from your chest. Now we want some movement in our backs. We're going to do a pelvic tilt, pressing the low back to the mat. Push the feet down, lift the hips up toward the ceiling. Now, just checking in. For some of us, a bend in the back here will be kind of painful. So if you take these hip points, shift them toward your shoulders, you get some length in the back, and that could feel a little bit better. So you notice where you feel the best here. That's your pose. But we're going to round out of this. So lift your heels off the mat. As you squeeze your feet toward your shoulders, we're going to round all the way down. See if you can stretch one bone at a time onto the floor. And then relax the heels. We're going to rest for a moment. Knees touch. Feet walk out a little bit. Arms wherever you like. Just taking a few breaths here. That same idea. We're breathing on the inside. That air increases the stretch along the spine. We're going to do another bridge pose. So we set up again. So feet are hip width apart. Arms relaxed by your side. Chin away from chest. That same pelvic tilt. Push the low back to the mat. Give the glutes a squeeze as you anchor your feet. Lift the hips. And they go as high as is comfortable. And there isn't really any need to shove the hips up toward the ceiling. Thinking about length, that's what we're after. Now lift the heels, squeeze your hamstrings, and roll the back onto the mat. And this time when the heels come to the ground, we're going to rock the knees side to side. Same thing as earlier. Whatever is comfortable movement in your hips. All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to do a reclining twist. Oh, bring your right knee in toward your chest. Relax that left leg long. It could be comfortable to put a pillow or something underneath your knee. Left hand is going to guide the knee across the body. And then go slow and notice what feels good for you. So it might come over a little bit and you can reach the right arm out. It might feel okay to twist and bring that leg over, but let your body be the guide. If you notice a place where you're holding your breath, like it feels like a good stretch, and you're braced on the inside, that's going to be your signal to come out of this twist and focus on the breath. So take another breath in. Unwind your twist. Roll onto your back. We're going to switch legs. Left knee comes in. Right leg straightens. We're going to use the right hand this time to gently guide the left knee across. Now this twist is going to be different depending on how much your knee draws up toward your chest or the leg is more lengthened instead of closer to your chest. So closer to your chest is going to give you more of a glute squeeze and more twist in the low back. Straighter leg is going to be less twist in the low back. So soon, creating movement. Find your best spot. And now maybe this left arm reaches out. Again, check in with the ease of breath. Creating a smooth inhale and a smooth exhale. That helps muscles relax. When your exhale comes, you're going to rock out of that twist. Bring both knees once more to your chest. This time we're going to create some movement side to side. A few times like this. And now we're going to go forwards and backwards. Few rocks, forwards and backwards. Come up to sitting. And then do a check-in. And see how your back feels. So a few stretches to help you get back to moving. So whatever is ahead of you, take your best self with you. A self that's grounded, that can pause with breath, be in the present moment. And I hope to see you again here on your mat.